Alright YouTubers, coming back at you with another knife video. We are looking at a new knife from GiantMouse. This is the new GM2, so this is the next folder in their line. And the GM1 was a great knife. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. Nice titanium frame lock. GM2 shares a lot of the similar design elements. Let's see, you got your GiantMouse sticker here. Warranty, doesn't really say lifetime or anything, but get a cool little sticker. And a little bag here. Nice in this box. Actually, it comes in a box and a bag, but take all that packaging out and let's look at this beauty. So this is a nice carbon fiber textured handle, M390 blade steel, nice Bowie. Really nice clip point Bowie style blade on this. Really pretty swedge right there. Rounded spine, which is awesome. Again, they put the jimping just about the right place. So this is a liner lock. You can see there's a liner nested inside that carbon fiber there. Titanium liner. You have a titanium back spacer with a lanyard loop there and a right hand. Looks like you can switch that to left hand. Clip there, tip up only. It's the only way to go anyway. So let's go ahead and get into my first impressions, as I just got this one today and doing another unboxing first impressions type video. So let's go over some stats on this guy. Your close length is going to be, man, my freaking thing is getting all kinds of messed up. Just a higher over probably 4.7 inches. I'll have to look exactly at the specs. I'll put them down below, but about 4.6, 4.7 inch handle. So it is a pretty good sized knife. Your overall length is just just right about 8 inches actually on the dot. Blade length, if we include the tipper, the whole blade is, you know, I don't do that part. Let's do right there, the cutting edge. A little bit of a sharpening choil there. You're looking at 3.4 inches. Again, I'll put the exact specs. This tape measure is getting a little worn out there. M390 blade still, so nice upgrade there. Last ones are in 690. Some nice anodization on the pivot there. Weight is, this is a super lightweight knife. That's one of the things I was attracted to it by, because I like lightweight knives. It's a pretty good sized knife, but for its weight, it's only 4 ounces on the dot. For a good sized knife, that's pretty impressive. 4 ounces. Now you can use the flipper or the thumb opening hole. It's nice and smooth on deployment, either way you look at it. Your, like I said, mentioned your steel is M390. It does have a really nice action on that. Detent is not super strong. Like, you can fail flipping it, but I think they did that so you can open it both ways with the thumb stud and the thumb stud, the opening hole plus the flipper. So you kind of, I mean, it's still a great flipper, don't get me wrong. It's very smooth too. It's on bearings. Very smooth action. But they made it so it wasn't too strong that you couldn't use the thumb hole to open it. Like I mentioned, the pocket clip is right hand carry or left hand carry, tip up only. Nice titanium clip. It does have a good recess there, so it's not going to be hard to get in and out of your pocket, and it has a nice spring to it. So I find it pretty easy to get in and out of the pocket. I have put this in my pocket just now when I got home, just to see how, that's like one of the first things I do, is to see how that pocket clip works. I'm real picky on pocket clips, so that's why. So yeah, I was really close. 4.62 on the handle, 3.3 on the blade. Weighs in at 4 ounces. Now this is made in Menaggio, Italy. I believe that's where Lion still is. Actually, I know that's where Lion still is. It's probably made by them for GiantMouse. The designers again on this, so all the GiantMouse knives are just for Voxnays and GiantMouse. Great designers, love all their work. I was spot on the overall length. It is exactly 8 inches. You have a handle thickness of 0.56, so it's kind of a thicker knife. It's not, 0.5 is kind of my wheelhouse where I like to be. It's not too thick, and again, with the carbon fiber scales, it's very light for its size. So it is it is definitely a full-size knife. But let's see here. These are limited to 300 pieces. So, oh, that's another cool feature too, guys. Check this out. Can you see it in there? Yep, $279. So this is $279 of 300. I believe this one is sold out. No, it's available still. So they still have some of these available. I'm not sure if they go in order of the, the serial numbers or not. So, but overall, it feels good in the pocket. Carries light. It's very lightweight for its big knife. The pocket clip works well. Ergonomics are exceptionally good. You can see you've got a really nice finger choil here, and it just fits really nicely in your hand. Jimping right where your thumb is going to be, just really nice. This is more of a sharpening choil. I guess you could choke up, but look how close your finger gets to the blade. So it's kind of a forward choil. More of it, I have to say that's more for sharpening than anything, but I'm not sure if that's how they designed it or not. Nice centering on that. Good lockup. No play. I mean, again, at this price point, you shouldn't expect to have any of those issues. I don't see a lock bar stabilizer, a lock bar insert on there, so they must have carbidized or carbidized. Sounds the same to me. The lock face, because there's literally zero stick. Very smooth. So it's got a nice feel, good ergonomics. It's not terrible. It's not too fat in the hand at all, but like I said, just a hair over, almost 0.6 inches instead of 0.5. Your design element on this one, I think this is an awesome design, as I'm a big Anzo Voxnays fan for designs, and this one is no exception to that. Just definitely looks like a Vox Anzo. Has very similar lines to a Viper Fortis, I believe. That one does not have a Bowie or clip point blade. It looks a lot like the GM1, different blade shape. They went with a liner lock instead of a frame lock. They went with carbon fiber. They also have the GM1P or Pirate, I believe, that is all titanium scales. GMP2, excuse me, is what it's called. That's already sold out. So the price on this one is $325. So it's not what you would call a value folder. It is an expensive knife, but it is made of really high quality materials, M390 carbon fiber, made in very limited numbers, so that's always going to jack the price up a little bit, guys. That's kind of their whole thing. They're only going to make this run once, and then they move on to the next model. So the collectability on these knives is very high. It's kind of nice. I can see this being a really good slicer. Let's test the paper. I kind of have shredded paper here, so we'll test the sharpness out of the box. Oh yeah. Plenty sharp. Plenty sharp out of the box. Should shave hair, no problem as well. So overall, nice sharpness. I could see this being a very good EDC knife, good for food prep as well. Just an overall good EDC. You know, it's going to tackle all your EDC needs without any kind of issues. Let's see, fit and finish, again, carbon fiber, CNC processed 3D carbon fiber, so it's got a nice groove on it, which, you know, I love carbon fiber. One of the things you can say, it's not best traction. This gives you really nice traction and still, you know, has that nice feeling of carbon fiber. Satin finish on the blade. So overall, very nice. It is a big knife. It's a little bigger than I like these days, to be honest. Let's do some size comparisons to a ZT 562 carbon fiber very similar in size. In fact, they're almost identical in length, but the ZT is quite a bit heavier. The Boker Keon, which I'm going to do a follow-up review on this one. This one has actually surprised me. My first impressions weren't great, but I've definitely grown to really like that knife. Let's see here, side by side. GM2 is a little bit longer. And then a very comparable knife as far as size and steel is the ZT-801 bronze with the M390 steel sprint run. You can see they're about identical. So that's about as big a knife as I like to carry these days. Overall, pretty awesome. Now, value-wise, that's a debatable topic here because you get premium materials. Now that ZT I showed is like $240 and it has carbon fiber, it has titanium, it has M390. Well, that one has 204p, but they had them on M390 for a while. Very similar still anyway. And they're a lot less expensive. But your mass-produced knife versus a limited run by a couple different knife makers, you know, it's almost a mid-tech. It's not, but it's very close to that line of being a mid-tech knife. So price-wise, I think it's okay. And like again, overall use, just your overall AEDC knife. You know, it's not. It could be a tactical folder. It's got good grip. It's got a good size. It's got a good reach. You know, that blade shape is definitely a good stabbing, piercing type blade shape. So, you know, that could be used. Obviously, just your general EDC tasks, even some outdoor use. So it's overall an all-around folder. Very nice action on this one. Kind of filled there on the left-hand flip. Kind of got to load the flipper a little bit. But again, I think they designed it to be also thumb flicked, or a middle finger flicked like the Spidey flick. And then your thumb, and if you want to open it slowly. So lots of different options there on opening and closing the knife. Overall, I dig it. I am a sucker for a nice Bowie, and that's kind of what drew me to this. I reviewed their first knife on my channel, GM1, very good quality. Again, these are, it's a kind of a niche knife, guys. It's not a regular production. It's very limited. It's kind of appealing to a higher end crowd, but you know, like almost a definitely a high end production, almost mid tech level. And as far as quality, it's definitely over those. But it's just kind of a niche. Like, it's not going to appeal to everyone. Everyone's going to be like, that's kind of expensive. I can get a Viper for $180 that has similar materials, similar design by Vox. Yes, you can. Absolutely. The appeal here is the limited production of it. The you know, just kind of that mystique of, oh, there's only 300 of these made. There's not going to be any more made. You know, they don't turn up a lot on the secondary market, so they're kind of just one of those, you know, more rare knives. It's not like a ZT you can buy any day of the week. So that's kind of that. I think that's who they're targeting, so to speak. But overall, I like it. First impressions are solid. They're nice. Quality of materials is great. It's got a great feel. It's light for its size, 4 ounces. I mean, it's a good, I think the ZTs are about 5.6 to 6 ounces, and this is similar size, and it weighs quite a bit less, and that's obviously done by using a titanium liner on one side of the knife and then having no liner on the other, just a carbon fiber scale. They are nice and thick. It'll be strong. You know, it's got nice open construction, the titanium backspacer, you know, so yeah, good first impressions, guys. Any questions or comments on the GiantMouse knives GM2? Go ahead and leave them down below, and we will see you on the next video.